Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cosplay Tea Time, a fun community of cosplayers bringing you podcast recordings where we'll talk about random animes, themes, conventions, colors, and the art of cosplaying. So today we will be discussing one of those topics where we're going to be talking about makeup and cosplay. But before we get into our theme, I want to introduce our lovely guests and tea sippers here with me, starting with...
Hey everybody, it's Naomi. My pronouns are she, her, and you know me as Wild Blast Cosplay on TikTok. Over to you.
Hi, I'm belladonnarose.cosplays. You can call me Bella or Rose, it really doesn't matter. I have my Instagram belladonnarose.cosplays, and if you find my link tree on there, you'll find all of the social medias that I have. If they are not, if there's a social media out there that is not on my link tree, then it's probably because it's not actually me. So I put that out there. Which naughty, do not do that. Naughty. But today I'm cosplaying Bakugo from My Hero Academia. The day of this recording, this was the easiest thing I could do today. I was gonna do like a character that goes all out with makeup, but I was like, yeah, it's kind of too much today. So I'm just like, you guys are getting Bakugo today. Boom boom boy.
Sounds good to me.
I'm also a cosmetologist, so you're gonna learn a little something today.
I know. I'm so excited for this podcast recording. Got lots of fun stories and tips and tricks to share. So, let's see. My name is Jen. I am the founder of Cosplay Tea Time, as well as today's host. My pronouns are she, her. You can find me YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, Jen_Cosplays45. And I'm cosplaying as Poppy Rowan from Rainbow High. Her focus is on music. So, okay, so we got intros done and out of the way with. We just have one icebreaker question for today in our tea room, which is, what is your favorite cosplay prop that you have?
I don't really use props in my cosplays that much. What about you, Bella?
Honestly, actually, so these are the only two props that I own. One of them that I made, the other one I bought. I'm not going to show the other one, but I am going to show the box itself. I have it under here. But this is one of the things that Jinx uses in Arcane. I recently just got her in, this prop in about a month ago. I just need to keep it concealed because it is a weapon prop, but I assure you it doesn't fire. It's fake. But like I made the other one that I have to peep ha 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 is this one that I made for sort of like a Sailor Moon type of thing that I'm bringing over in possibly 2024, 2025, seeing how long it takes to make it. I already have the cosplay made and done. And I did a few pitch episodes of the character for Pride, which did not include the prop, but I have had the character and the prop done for a very long time. So
excited to see.
Those are my two only and favorite props right now. My third favorite props are always like the little mini BB dolls, that little plush dolls that I get, because I can use them for like the little mini me things. I have like two for Bakugo, and I have like 3 ones too. So I'm so excited to get more if like I ever get more.
So I love using little plushies and little figurines and stuff. So, let's see. Favorite props. I have a lot of props. I'll just name my top two, which of course is Nora's hammer that I got from an awesome group of friends this past year. So I have her hammer now. Beware. And from Demon Slayer, I have Mitsuri Kanjuro's sword that I like to use with her, or even with like other costumes and stuff like that. So it's really fun to have a sword, have a hammer. Watch out, here I come. So Alright, so that's going to wrap up our icebreakers. We're going to do a quick commercial break before we get into today's themes. So this is take 1 out of 3 recordings this weekend. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so if this is your first time joining Cosplay Tea Time, welcome. Again, we're just a bunch of cosplayers. We'll take a moment out of our day. We'll sit together, have some tea, water, snacks, and all that. We'll talk about a certain theme and topic, get that video edited and then out there so you all can take a moment out of your day to watch. So thank you for taking the time to watch. If you're a fellow cosplayer out there and you would like to join, do be sure to message our Instagram. We have a link tree down below. Instagram's a bit easier because I can kind of see those messages a bit better. So be sure to message and we'll get you squared away in our server. And just want to say to you, thank you all for the love and support over the years. Thanks for liking, commenting, watching, hopefully following our lovely guests and tea suppers here, supporting them in their cosplay journeys, and hopefully you're also starting your cosplay journey. So hopefully we can be that inspiration for you all. So again, just thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So got it. As Yang says, nailed it. Sorry, I don't have Yang. I don't have Blake. That's okay. Maybe next time. Okay, so that's going to wrap up that. So we're going to jump right into today's theme and topic, which of course is about makeup and cosplaying. So we'll talk about like everyday looks and everything like that, but we're going to try to stay focused on like cosplay makeup and everything. Bella, do you want to start the history lesson and then I'll wrap that up and then we'll do Oops, sorry.
Me do the honors? I guess I should. Very excited. But so makeup has actually been around since the Egyptians and probably further back if we haven't gotten any history of it. But the Egyptians actually have what started all of those like official trends that you've probably seen in the past in this current age. And all the way up to now. The only thing that is kind of different about makeup throughout the ages is the way it was used, the way it was made, what kind of looks were trending, and just everything throughout the whole history of makeup. Really, makeup is actually a very beautiful thing to experiment with. Some people will be all like, "Ugh, if you wear makeup, you're insecure." Like, no, makeup is actually an art form if you think about it. Some people, they don't wear a whole lot of makeup every day. Usually for me, I just wear like concealer under my eyes almost every single day because it's what's most convenient for me. And like I feel like I don't need like a whole bunch whenever I wear cosplay makeup. It's different. I do because of wigs and things, but whenever it comes to just everyday, I kind of don't need a whole lot. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it. But makeup has its good sides and its bad sides because of it's an art form on the good side, but on the bad side, like the type of things that are kind of made in makeup today. But like it's all good because makeup is a form of self-expression, and if you want to express yourself through makeup, even if you're not good at it yet or you're just starting out, let me tell you, honey, you will get there. You will get there, honey. I believe in you through the screen and into your heart.
That was so nice.
I mean, that
Oh, I love that. Oh. Oh my gosh, that's so much fun. Well, thank you, Bella, for sharing that. So yes, there's definitely a lot of history, lots of sciencey things, lots of good stuff with makeup and all of that. So we're going to be sharing our makeup journeys, our tips and tricks, and all that fun jazz. With the first one, excuse me, with the first question being within the tea room. Naomi, get ready. What are some cosplay makeup brands that you use? And do keep in mind we're not sponsored by any of these brands by any means. Please don't demonetize us. But go ahead and share like what kind of brands do you use?
Well, the brands I use, they're like more of the professional kinds, like MAC, NYX, and sometimes I use store brands like Ulta, and I also use like CoverGirl from here to there. Bella?
I'm like digging into my sack right now so that I can show I have proof of this because I'm pretty proud. Also, me cosplaying Bakugo is a very thing coming out of me today. But I use stuff like the normal makeup brands, like but I love using the Milani Conceal and Perfect. It's a foundation and a concealer in one. It's very convenient.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm currently using now. Back then, whenever I was cosplaying like a lot of like Ruby and stuff, I would use kind of just like a concealer and then a foundation on top of that. But this is what I currently use now. It's by Milani. I'm gonna put it up here. So if anyone wants to screenshot it when they're watching this video, feel free. The line might be. Oh, there it is. There it is. But that's what it looks like. So I usually use like normal brands that are out there, like Perfusion Cosmetics. I just have one thing of theirs. It's basically this sort of like Galaxy 32 shade to the moon palette. It I don't really use it that much because I use colors, a lot of colors for like certain cosplays and stuff. And versus my everyday, I use kind of like more neutrals if I kind of want to be like, what, I think I might put like a little more makeup on, kind of keep myself in that groove of that practice. Um, so yeah, I have ColourPop, I have NYX, brands like that. I actually have like a lot of brands that I use because the product alone is more considered for me. I have this CoverGirl, sort of like True Blend, translucent, fair, bronzer powder thing. Bronzer powder actually works best for me, so I get like the lightest I can because I'm a fair beauty in the beast. I'm a fair
Same.
beauty beast.
Same. It's pale snow.
But yeah, I do have. Oh my gosh, what are you? There. Oh, I'm gonna get these three out real quick.
Bella, sorry to interrupt, but that actually brought my point. Like when you said fair.
Oh yeah.
That brought my point of like, hold on, give me a second here. Like skin typing, like figuring out what would go well with your skin type because not all makeup is made equal.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start with these two because this is what social media has currently seen me wear. But whenever it comes to body paint or like doing fake tattoos, there are many ways you can do it. These are my top two favorites. Where I use this is by Miron Makeup. They do a lot of body paint stuff. They're mostly known for that. I've seen online. I just picked these up this year off of Amazon because I wanted to kind of up the way that I do my Jinx cosplay. But I got these two colors. One's kind of more of like it's more of a paler pastel blue versus this one. This one's actually really cool. It's glow in the dark, but this is more of like a sky blue. Like I said, this one it glows in the dark. So if I ever want to cosplay Jinx under like UV, like that cool UV ray thing, that like neon stuff, the outline of the clouds are gonna show, and I'm so excited about that. If I ever get that going, like that's the little perk I had. But that's one way to kind of do like fake tattoos, whenever body paint. And then another way that you can do it is you can just simply take like I have a lot of eyeshadow. But you can simply just take like eyeshadow and water where you kind of just like dip your brush in water and then you dip it into the eyeshadow and you kind of just like fill it in or like put it in. And you kind of wait for it to dry a little bit because it is water. That's the way you kind of do an alternative for eyeliner if you ever run out. The thing is though with eyeliner it does get messy versus the actual body paint that come in like creams or like in little containers where it's kind of like cream. So that's kind of the difference, but it is like another alternative way where you can do fake tattoos. If like if you run out of, body paint, or you can't afford to get body paint right now, but you do have eyeshadow and water and a brush to apply it. But in the end, with like both of them, I do recommend that you can hairspray it down and it'll last longer and it won't fade. I hope. If not, it might depend on the formula the brand uses on body paint or excuse me. I'm having a brain fart right now. Or the eyeshadow. There it is.
Yeah, it's ugly. It was like the return of the Got to Be Glued from the Wig podcast. It returns now. So yes. So lots of good tips there. Lots of different brands and all that stuff. Like I said, we're not sponsored by any of these brands. But real quick, just to go over a couple of things that I have. This is why I also laid it out because I knew I was going to forget. Maybelline, what are you? CoverGirl is definitely a good brand. BH Cosmetics has some pretty good stuff for pretty good deals. And LA Colors is also a good one. And Wet n Wild. So are some pretty good makeup brands to start out with. And you can find them like, Target, Walmart, CVS, like different stores will carry it. You can find it online on Amazon. Just make sure that the packaging is intact, it's not opened or anything like that. We'll get into safety here in a minute because that is very important when doing makeup. So, yes. Let's see. Next up, we have, what is the order in which you put on your cosplay makeup?
Well, I normally try to do my eyes first because that's like the most difficult part of like my routine, the eyes, because sometimes it will like smear onto my utensil I am using, or it will just like rub off. And then I do my lips. Same issue.
Yeah.
Bella?
Yeah. Honestly, I do the same thing. The only difference is that I'm gonna go into a little bit on why you may be having that problem, along with if anyone else is having that problem too, you now know. But whenever you use makeup brushes, it's kind of important that you wash them every so often, maybe like once every 2 weeks, once a month, or once after it's been a while, like however many times you use them. If you have a specific makeup brush that you use for a specific thing, like you have a makeup brush that you use for whenever you do brows. I do. Only use that for brows. But make sure that you wash it. Usually I like to kind of clean out all that powder like after. I don't go into like a full deep cleaning, but I just like lightly rinse it out so that way if I ever want to do a different color of like eyebrows for a specific character, I have a clean brush because all of that powder and all of that residue does build up. And if you think about color theory, let's say that you used a red eyeshadow, you were cosplaying a character that had red eyebrows. For example, you were cosplaying Kirishima from My Hero Academia. Sorry. But you're cosplaying Kirishima from My Hero Academia. But then you were cosplaying Deku, and you hadn't cleaned out that red from your eyebrow brush. So if you think about color theory, red and green will cancel each other out. So immediately, if you have extra red residue in your brush, you might get like a gray or maybe kind of an ugly color, and not the green color that you're trying to put on your face. So, you just have to make sure like things are good and clean. I now that I'm talking about this, I think I might do kind of like a full in-depth like kind of the way that I put on my makeup, like the process and what I do before and after, kind of like the prep and stuff. But you're talking about the order that we put our cosplays
Yes.
in. I thought I'd kind of give everyone that small little disclaimer tip. But like the way I put my makeup on is the same way as Naomi, except I don't have much trouble with like the eye part because I've just been doing it for so long. I started cosplaying in high school, and then every single day whenever I wasn't cosplaying, I went to high school. I just kept like putting on makeup, just kind of practice every morning and going to school and getting used to kind of wearing it for cosplay. Basically, what I've been doing. I mean, I did it with my own fashion, my own style. Yes, honey, of course. But it was really just the practice that I need and the confidence that I need to kind of like put that makeup on.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the good thing about putting on makeup almost every day that you can. You're getting practice with it, right? Makeup in the world of cosmetology we call makeup cosmetics. So I might kind of switch over to that. Let me switch over to that.
Okay, whatever's comfortable.
Just practice with cosmetics too. And what comes with practicing with cosmetics is also practicing with skincare. Just to sum that up, I'm not going to go straight into it, but just kind of sum it up. Yeah, like I do my eyes. I don't really wear lip color, but I do wear kind of like I do wear chapstick because like my lips do be like dry a whole lot. So I kind of wear that to kind of like make them healthy and like and normal by the time and comfortable whenever I'm just like doing cosplay tea time with everybody, or I am filming, or I am doing photos, or like or if I just need on like a basis, I do it. Like I said, take care of your face, take care of your skin, because that is the way that your skin will treat you when you're wearing makeup or not. Have healthy skin.
So we're gonna get into later on.
It does help with acne too.
We're gonna get into that later on.
But yeah, I do my eyes, and then I do like foundation, and then I go in with like contour wherever I need it for the character. That's another factor I might put in later, and I kind of put some coloration back into like my face based on like the color of wig and stuff. Like it'll vary which one that I do.
So good tips. So
that's it. That's it on my end.
That's it. Alrighty. I'm gonna take it away with a little Jen narrative. You get a little bit of tiny Jen lore. So growing up, I loved makeup. I was obsessed with makeup. I had like a little makeup kit, and then didn't have it. I don't know what happened. I think I lost it whenever we moved and everything. But I wasn't allowed to start wearing like full makeup until I was 13 and everything like that. That was kind of a gift. Like once you turn 13, you can wear makeup. So throughout high school, I would keep it very simple, like eyeshadow, mascara, eyeliner. I did like the thick, heavy eyeliner back in the day where those pictures are so embarrassing. But yeah, I did heavy eyeliner and stuff like that. It wasn't until like right before I got married that then my makeup routine dramatically changed, and I'm going to explain everything that I do. So I start with prepping my eyebrows, making sure they're brushed and everything. You can use like a little bit of hairspray. I learned this from the lady who waxes my eyebrows and stuff. She said, if you're ever having a bad eyebrow day, you can like take a little bit of hairspray and like keep them still like that. So I put on primer, make sure you emulsify, make sure you emulsify, and then you put it on your face, let it sit for a minute so it kind of firms up a little bit. And then I go in with, I have this thing called an eraser. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's very, very light. I'm also light-skinned and everything like that, so you can find these. So I go ahead and do my under eyes, and then I go over with concealer, under eyes, any like red spots or anything like that, nose, chin, cheeks, forehead. I'll do concealer, which is a girl's best friend. Then I'll do foundation. Now you can use like a beauty sponge brush. I do have like a small one, but I prefer to use my fingers. Not sure if anybody else is part of the finger makeup club or anything like that. Oh, Bella's got her their sponge. So, but yeah, I usually use my fingers. Of course, I have brushes. I'll use this one for foundation. I know it's not very clean right now. Promise I will clean them after. I'll make sure that everything's like smoothed out. everything's blended. Make sure that you're blending. It's not all like patchy or anything like that. Blending is the key when you're trying to put on makeup, so everything kind of looks natural without being too much, if that makes sense. Then I go in with either blush or bronzer, depending on the character. With cosplay and stuff, it's like, if it's like a very fairy, I do a lot of fairies, so I tend to do like light blush. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing like a pop singer type of thing, so I'm going to be using like a bronzer. So usually depends on the character. Then of course you have eyeshadow. I have way more eyeshadow palettes, but this one's my favorite, which is Hanging in Hawaii by BH Cosmetics. So that's the pink that I usually use for Nora. You can tell I'm starting to run out. But yep, I go in with my eyeshadow. Usually eyeshadow looks very pinks, very bright colors and stuff like that. Got the brushes for that. Once eyeshadow is prepared, I go in with eyeliner. So I brought two. This is a brown eyeliner. Some people might prefer black, but I like brown because it goes well because my eyes are blue. So that kind of goes well with that. And I have liquid eyeliner. Make sure you use this very, very carefully and in small strokes. Don't go in just like heavy-handed or anything like that. Like use tiny strokes along either your eyelid or under your eye. So take your time with this, I will say. And then once my eyeliner dries, I'll do mascara. Try to be careful with this. Don't do it too fast because then you'll blink and then it'll get all under your eye and then you gotta go back and put concealer on and it's just a mess and it will ruin your day. Speaking from experience. So, but then once I get that done, I'll let it sit for a minute. Then I use every cosplayer's best friend setting spray. You can find Wet n Wild. It's one of my favorites. Been using it for years. And then I said this during the wig podcast. Make sure you put on your wig and then your lipstick so you don't get lipstick in your wig. Learned that from experience as well. And also make sure that lipstick is not in your teeth. Make sure you double check. So that is it. That's how Jen does her makeup routine. So, woo. Bella, go ahead. Yeah, go for it.
Something about eyeliner. I'm so sorry if I interrupted anybody
Nope,
here.
I was done. So go ahead.
Okay, because I know you mentioned something about eyeliner. So I recently, just as of a few weeks ago, just started using white eyeliner. Whenever you're going shopping for eyeliner, look for the brand that will NYX has a waterproof eyeliner. Some waterproof eyeliners they won't come off so easily with makeup wipes. So you really have to be careful on what brand that you use that's waterproof for doing eyeliner, whether you're working with different color type of eyeliners, because there are like blues and pinks and like a whole array of like colorful eyeliners out there that you could do. If you just didn't want to do like a specific lining with like eyeshadow. I know with white eyeshadow doing the whole eyeliner thing doesn't work. Just be careful with like certain colors like that. Whenever it comes to like doing like eyeliner stuff, like I said, you use water and eyeshadow to do like an alternative type of like substitution for eyeliner until you like get a new eyeliner. But yeah, this is a white. I'm gonna show it. This is a white. I usually do white whenever I cosplay Ruby Rose from Ruby, Sue Oswey from My Hero. A lot of female characters that really have like those big eyes. Whenever it comes to the men, I'm gonna show off my Bakugo makeup, but like, whenever it comes to the men, I really focus on shape, but I don't really use white under them. Well, so far as of right now, this recording day. But I don't really make the men's eyes white because men's eyes in anime sometimes are usually smaller. But based on your eye shape, do the eyeliner look, but do it in the way that it'll look best on you and your eye shape whenever you do put on the wig. My tip is that if you just got in a character and you don't really know like all the makeup stuff, I would say definitely put the wig on first. Put your put your wig on first and experiment with like what eye shape looks the best with the character that you're cosplaying, along with what will work with your eye shape the best. Same goes when it comes to color theory and you're working with blush. I'm a very fair skinned person. Um, Whenever I cosplay Sue and Den not Denki, Sue and Deku, I don't wear pink, I wear orange because I'm fair. This that just doesn't look good on a fair person. As of me, when it comes to Bakugo, it's a different story. I wear like kind of like a light sort of pink, not too much. Maybe like a small little bit of like highlighter here, but not like everywhere, just like boop. Like a little boop. Because it really emphasizes the character a bit. So I would definitely be careful with what kind of what kind of waterproof eyeliner that you use. Some formulas in makeup might be different than others. So I would basically be careful about the chemistry in that. Like it's all scientific chemistry within the makeup that you use. So just be careful of like the formulas. I know whenever it comes to certain makeup with foundation, be very careful because they will make you break out. For me personally, Milani doesn't make me break out a whole lot, mainly because I do skincare that works for my skin, that's more convenient. And on top of that, I don't really wear foundation a whole lot. I don't really use foundation a whole lot. And a part of acne too is excess oil that is on your face. Oil that like is on your face, it creates you like pimples. There's two type of pimples, which you can like go ahead and learn about. But kind of be careful what makes you break out. If you know that you cannot wear a foundation and you have skin issues and you have allergies, I'm telling you right now, for your safety and for your health, do not freaking use what you are allergic to whenever you are a cosplayer. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you are a cosplayer, no matter if you use makeup or not, if you consider yourself a cosplayer, you are a cosplayer, whether you are good or not. Which everyone's good, even when they're just starting out, they're good because they're learning. If you're learning, you're good.
And that's what I was gonna say. It's trial and error. I feel like certain makeup brands might work, others might not, and that's okay. It's trial and error. And not only that, there was something else I was gonna bring up too. But test on your skin a little bit. Like test on your skin. Like do like patches, swatches, whatever it might be. Look up reviews online. Like see if there's any reviews, any YouTube videos, leaving honest reviews, none of that fake crap of like, oh, it's good, but then you find out they have a sponsorship. I watch a lot of beauty reviews and beauty drama channels, but I would say just, try to find like an honest review, ask people like, what did you think about the product? What did you like about it? Did you break out? So make sure you kind of have to do your homework with stuff like that, but when it comes to protecting your skin and everything, that is most important. So I'm glad you brought that up, Bella. Needed to stress that.
Can I also show them places where they can patch test on themselves?
Sure, that would be helpful.
It's very helpful in the world of cosmetology too.
Sure.
Like I said, I'm a cosmetologist. But places that you can definitely do patch tests are right here, like on the inside of your wrist, like not right here, right here. You can kind of like do it on like the side of your arm too. You can kind of do it like down here. Really helps with foundation, finding what shade matches. And like basically right here, right here, or like right here. If there's any more places that I left out and you know something, dear good audience, you may comment down below because we love learning. Oh my gosh, we love learning.
Love learning. And speaking of which, I know, right? I'm gonna skip a few, but maybe we'll come back to it. But I do want to go to the next one, which is what are some makeup tips for beginners? I know we've been mentioning a bunch, but what are kind of your tips for beginners?
Definitely figure out what your skin tone is and
Mm-hmm.
figure out what colors will pop out on your skin. Bella?
Yeah. Um, so a makeup tip for beginners is to definitely find your face shape. Find your face shape before you know, even put that contour and highlighter on. Find your face shape. There are many types of face shapes out there. I have a heart shape face shape. Um, but you want your face to look good in a wig, knowing where the contour is gonna set. Um, you know, because like the beauty standard for good face shape is an oval. Some people have a square face shape. Some people have like a triangle. Um, like I have a heart shape face shape. Oblong face shape, which is a little bit longer than oval. Um, like all that stuff. Some people, even like your profile from the side. What face shape do you have of that? You know, and all that stuff. Like, is it straight? Does your nose go in? Um, like does it have like a little ridge? Does it go out? Especially with like the shape of your lips. Like, are they naturally like big? Are they naturally thin? Are they naturally like just all those things that go with it, which I have my lady book right here. I decided to bring it out today for everybody. Yes, yes, yes. Um, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I should have had this open like 5 seconds ago. Okay, here it is. So, there are like different types of lip shapes. There are different types of jaw lines and stuff. Everybody's face shape is different. Um, so I would definitely kind of look up, how shapes with that. I know with lip shapes, there's like a thin lower lip, there's like a thin upper lip. Um, where you have just like it's thin all together. You have a cupid's bow. You have large full lips, small mouth and lips, but and then you have like drooping corners where it's just like it kind of goes like down a little bit. You have uneven lips where it's kind of like um so symmetry.
Mm.
One's higher than the other, or something kind of like that. You have a straight upper lip, or you have fine lines around the lip, and that's basically all I have in my book right now. But like if there's like more lip shapes that you find out, and you find out that your lip shape is like a different kind of like lip shape, that's good because then you can learn how to make your if you need to like overline your lip, underline your lip, do like any special makeup effects with that. So in the world of makeup, knowing the shape of everything that is on your face, it's just like fashion. Knowing the shape of everything that is on your face is very important, so you know um, how to, in what way to, and the techniques to apply the makeup on, especially if you know if you need to overline your lips. Like it's just all the stuff that I explained like 5 seconds ago.
Okay.
So, yeah, I realized I'm repeating this.
Oh.
This should not be happening.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
So yeah, I'm gonna like end that there.
Okay. Let me take the time to share my piece if that's okay. Because we can always come back around if there's more later on. So we can always do that.
Yes.
Alrighty, tips for beginners. Okay, I have a list. It's not that long, but let's see. So, there are like makeup brushes. These don't have them. These have like numbers on them, like first, second, third, fourth. But some makeup brushes I have seen have like the description of like what they are. Like this is for eyeliner. this one's for blush, this one's for foundation and stuff. So if you're beginner looking into makeup brushes, maybe try to find some that have like little descriptive uh, little things like what that brush is for. So, and also too, having a cute travel makeup bag doesn't hurt anything. So, yep, there you go. Bella's list for y'all.
Yeah, I have.
Tiny font.
Yeah, this is what's in my Milady book on makeup brushes.
Yes.
So, yeah, I have the last edition.
Mm-hmm.
I know a new edition of Milady just came out for students attending cosmetology as of fall of 2023. So if you're interested in just learning, cosmetology, get the newest version of the textbook that you can, especially if you're a college student. You will need that, doing like cosmetology and stuff. Or if you're just interested, I would recommend get the latest thing to, know all about like cosmetology, hair and makeup and all that stuff. Because I know with the new Milady, they have a lot more on wigs than they do in this version.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Okay, I do want to talk a little bit more because I do have quite a bit. So, with buying brushes, depends on quality. So if you're looking for more expensive brushes, they are going to feel nicer. They're going to last a bit longer. But if you're just starting out, I recommend checking secondhand stores. Not sponsored, but like Burlington, TJ Maxx, Marshall, Gabe's. However, make sure that you're looking for products that are still in the packaging. They haven't been tampered with, open, nothing. Because remember that safety does come first. So make sure that you're buying from like a safe store and whatnot. Let's see. I also find very interesting. I don't like wearing contacts. I haven't worn contacts ever, but they just kind of like freak me out. So sometimes whenever I have a character who doesn't have blue eyes, such as May Marigold, she has yellow golden eyes, I tend to wear the eyeshadow color of that eye on my eyelids, so it'll like be like that yellow color. That's her eye color and stuff like that. So that's always fun to do. I already went over the order of the makeup. Make sure your face is clean. Do all this fun stuff. Definitely cos test. So, cosplayers will do cos test with their clothes. Do it with your makeup as well. So, sometimes I'll have a day where I'll just play around with my makeup. Maybe I don't do like a full face, but I might just do like different eyeshadows. Usually whenever I do, like I just debuted my music cosplay today, and I decided to stick with like natural tones, just like soft browns, light browns and all that. But I'm thinking next time I might add a bit of color, which is something that I definitely do. So I might do like purple for her next time. I'll do like different eyeshadow colors and all that. So just for fun, because cosplaying is supposed to be fun. Let's see. Also, too, having a good skincare routine. We're going to talk to that in a minute, but have like a good skincare routine for afterwards. Get plenty of sleep, because if not, you'll be using tons and tons of concealer for your eyes. I know that for a fact. And then lastly, I usually like to do like a short little like 30-second video clip of the eyeshadow that I want to use. So like I'm doing like K-pop here on Sunday, and I was like going through like the different greens and stuff. So I'll take like a short little video and I'll be like, okay, like I want this eyeshadow color with this on my eyelid, or this in the corner of the eye and all this stuff. And then I'll like upload that into like a private Discord chat. So whenever I'm ready to do her makeup, I just like watch the video and I'm like, okay, it's this color, this color. And it is helpful whenever like some of the eyeshadows actually have names. Like my Hawaii one has like different names like Maui, Honolulu, Luau, stuff like that. Because then it's like, oh, just use Luau and Paradise and stuff like that. So that is something pretty nice to do. So that was all my tips. Quite a bit. Alrighty. Let me see. I'm gonna go to the next one, which is, what has been your favorite cosplay makeup look?
I don't really have a certain look for my characters. I just go with the flow. Bella?
Well, it's kind of, personally for me, it's kind of really hard to choose because, the journey to figuring out how I want to do the makeup to a certain character is really fun anyway. On top of that, knowing after I figured it out, like, I'm going to do the same thing every time for this character too. I mean, I know with like the girls, like Uraka, Sue, Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose is from Ruby. She's not from My Hero, in case you get confused on that. But I know with like a lot of the women, whenever they have those big eyes, it's really fun. It's really fun. In person, a little bit tricky, especially when it comes to the white eyeliner part. Kind of just like, I kind of don't want to make it too big. I kind of don't want to make it too small. Kind of based on my eye shape too. Like I want things to be accentuated, but not too much to the point where like it looks too much personally for me. Um, because every cosplayer does makeup in their own art form. I know certain cosplayers they go like a lot bigger. Some are not so big. Some are more subtle, kind of like I present myself to you as Bakugo today. Um, different people have like different ways that they present themselves to cosplay with the makeup portion, which is completely fine and which is really awesome too because like yeah, it's kind of like don't copy them if it's not obviously for you.
Yeah.
Uh, but um, you know, a lot of people, just if you have a favorite, awesome. Like if you have a favorite someone's done, like that's great. You can like definitely use the same tactics that they use, but like kind of just don't overdo it with yourself. Um, kind of like I'm looking back at the question, like, what am I missing here? Then
Just
tell
like
me.
a favorite cosplay look you've
Yeah,
done, like
like
a character.
like personally, I don't have a specific favorite cosplay look that I like to do, but I do know what is right for me cosplaying every single character that I own on top of what their eye shape is like and trying to put it on mine. Especially with the type of eyes that, I have. So I guess that's kind of just like my favorite thing to do for that specific character. But it's not something that I repeatedly do for every character that I own that like cosplay. So yeah, cosplay is all about having fun experimentation. So
Exactly. And every
yeah, it's
character is
not
gonna have a
all.
different look, so makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. Okay, let's see. So Poppy has become a recent favorite. It's orange eyeshadow, which I was pretty skeptical at first, but one of my favorite singers, Simone Simons from Epica, she has like really pretty blue eyes, and she did like an orange eyeshadow look one time, and she's like, "Oh, like it's really nice, like it stands out and all this stuff." And I'm like, "Sure, maybe for you, but not for me." And I cross tested it a couple years ago. Oh, Daisy May. Daisy May's who's the other character that I use orange eyeshadow for, because she has like the orange skin and everything like that. So I did it, and I was like, oh my gosh, orange eyeshadow, win. So I definitely like doing the orange eyeshadow. Ainsley Slater was one of my favorite and probably most stressful because that's a very certain rainbow eyeshadow look. You can check that out. Instagram, TikTok, and I think on the High School AU that just came out, you can find that makeup look. And then lastly, probably Grimpira. She's, I think, the only one that I have like full body like face paint and stuff with and all that. But like doing the white and then the red cracks and then the dark green eyeshadow and stuff like that. Like it's really fun to do. It's really neat to see. So those are my top cosplay makeup looks. Okay, I'm gonna circle back to this question because I know we talked. I don't know if we talked about it at all, but I'm gonna circle back, which is, how do you keep your cosplay makeup from melting? Just completely melting. Oh no.
Well, the thing is, I don't use. I don't go anywhere near hot lights when I have my makeup on. I try to avoid that, but honestly, try setting spray, and if you have to, try reapplying somewhere cooler. Bella?
Person, so I don't really use setting spray a whole lot because, like I said, I don't really wear, a full face of makeup on like a daily basis like I do whenever I cosplay. Um, like I am gonna tell you do's and don'ts. Do use setting spray if you need to use it. Kind of just like using a setting powder too works fine. Certain setting powders will, there are blending powders and there are setting powders. Look for setting powders, not blending powders, because blending powders will make your makeup blend. Versus setting powders will just make it set. But I put on this side. I don't is hairspray. Hairspray has a lot of chemicals in it, especially the Got to Be glued brand, because Got to Be is glued base. It's glued base. You don't want to be breathing in glue. You don't want to be breathing in chemicals, because in the future, if you keep doing that, it will cause respiratory and issues with cancer and all that stuff, which is kind of like a health concern. I mean, once in a while it is okay, if you're just doing like temporary tattoos, spray it away, spray it away. If like you meant a setting spray, like if you're like, well, I have to, just this once, like it's completely fine. Just don't inhale it. Just don't inhale it. Usually what I do whenever like I'm spraying wigs on myself, or like I'm spraying like a fake tattoo or something like that, if I'm able to like cover my nose or cover like where I breathe air in through, like I'm fine. Especially whenever hairspray does get everywhere. I usually go under and I cover my eyes and I hold my breath. And I wait until like the fumes kind of like spraying the fumes kind of like die down too. So it's kind of important to understand how to know how to work with hairspray too. If you're kind of just like setting wigs with it, or kind of setting like makeup with it, just for once, just for once, just for once. Don't do it all the time, just for once. But I do recommend that if you are concerned about your makeup sort of like melting and all that stuff, setting powder, setting spray, anything you feel like personally works for you, go for it. Just do not use hairspray. Please do not use hairspray for the love of I'm very sorry, for the love of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Don't do it. Get yourself.
I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
Yes. No. Okay, we all understand. Yes.
No. In Armenian, when we're currently saying no, che che che.
I like that.
Yes, yes, yes. Che che che. Yes, yes, yes.
There you go. Let me see. So with setting spray, I definitely use this. If you're scared about using setting spray, just do like a quick test, in the air just to see like the power that it has. I don't push down all the way. I'll like do like a light little tap, but you want to go a T shape, so it's 1, 2, 3, and then you want to do an X, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember T and X with setting spray. Make sure your eyes are closed. Don't scrunch up because then all your makeup might kind of get all crinkly and stuff like that. So make sure your face is nice and relaxed. You can do it far away. I'll sometimes do that. I'll kind of spray far away. You can like kind of fan it. Well, I hope that audio doesn't pick up, but you can kind of like fan yourself, like have a fan nearby to like get the setting spray on. Make sure you test it and all that. No mascara loose or anything like that. So yes, I am setting spray gal. Okay, so let's see. I think we have 3 more questions. Yep. So let's see. Well, this one's a fun one. What is a cosplay makeup look you want to try?
All of them are so complicated, but I want to try making Mr. Aizawa's scar on his face. I want to try that. Bella?
Yeah, I've definitely done that. It's fun. Honestly, I just anything I can get my hands on, really, especially with future characters. Just kind of simply put it, because whenever I get a new character in, like I look at how other people are doing makeup for that character, and I'm even studying like what I'm studying the picture of like the actual character too, like their eyes, because like I said, eye shape, there are many different eye shapes out there. I have the eye shapes, right here. There are round eyes, close set eyes, protruding or bulging eyes. There's hooded eyelids. There's small eyes. There's wide set eyes. There's deep set eyes. And there's like dark circle under eyes. Are kind of what's in my book, my Milady book, from my years of being a cosmetology school. But I kind of just anything that I could try to figure out with the eye shape that the character has in the picture, what other people are doing, just kind of get an idea on it, and then try to personally do it on myself because sometimes it's hard to find a tutorial to do a certain eyeliner look on your own eyes. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely lots to consider. So many different ones. And I like how you all brought up the scars because I finally did like my very first hand painted scar for an upcoming cosplay look.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be out quite yet, but coming soon. And everything. And it was very, very fun. I was pretty nervous about it, but it came out great. So scar makeup is always fun to do and try. So, but I'm hoping my next cosplay look eventually in the way distant future is going to be Salem from Ruby. Like the current white grim gothic type of look. I know I'd done Grimpira, but I'm hoping with Salem to get better with the face painting and everything, so that way I can do like the full makeup look. So pretty nervous, but I'm gonna try. It's fun look.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually done that type of makeup before, so maybe I could show you some tricks.
Yes, please. Always, always. Let's see. Speaking of which, next question is, where do you get your cosplay makeup inspiration from?
I normally don't do inspiration. I normally do it freehand. So whatever I wear is whatever I wear. Bella?
I'm kind of the same way. What I said throughout the last question and the tips that I have been given to everything with that. I normally go off of what looks good on myself according to, character on top of kind of combining together like a bit of like beauty standards too, that I like as kind of like a thing, or I think would look good on the character, as you're kind of seeing throughout this whole entire thing. I go neutral. I don't, because of the wig, like my eyes don't really show a whole lot, but like I have kind of just like the shape of his eyes going on, which I think is kind of working for the cosplay.
It is. You're rocking it. Okay. I guess rocking it would be Kirishima.
I'm uber rocking it.
We're rocking it, yes. We tried. Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm honestly like, I'm inspired by like anything that works on me and that I can get my hands on too. So yeah, I'm a bit of a flexible, loose cannon kind of type
I was
of
about
girl.
to say, y'all are the inspiration. Hopefully one day be able to inspire folks with makeup looks and stuff like that. So I don't think I do. So I always look so tired all the time, and there are some folks that like to point that out, like, your under eyes. It's like, yeah, I know. But let's see. Inspiration is usually the characters themselves. I feel like a lot of the characters I do, like they have like colorful eyeshadows, like Pierre's green, Poppy's orange, Nora's pink, Glenda's green eyeshadow. Well, no, she doesn't wear green eyeshadow, but I do green because her eyes are green and stuff, and that's always fun. But I definitely, I'll try to look up like makeup tutorials. I know with the scar that I had to do, I did that and stuff, but I had to look up pictures of cherry blossom trees. Oh, this is a spoiler, but the cherry blossom like type of look and then make it into a scar and everything. So I definitely try to draw from like other cosplayers. I think I was on makeup TikTok for a little bit. I kept seeing like how to do like certain shades and blending and stuff like that. So yeah, I try to look around, try to browse online. Takes me back to my Pinterest days where I would just pin away at all the different eyeshadows. Like I want to do that and that and that. So yeah, definitely like Google search, looking at the characters, trying to see inspirations and all that. It's fun stuff. Okay, I actually have one more question on my list for today, which is, what What is your face care routine after wearing either some or a lot of cosplay makeup? Like, what's your skincare routine like?
I normally take my micellar water, which is a girl's best friend, to remove makeup. And then once I'm done with the micellar water, I just dry my face off, wash my face, and with acne care routine, and then I wash that off. Bella?
So my routine usually is, take off all the makeup with a makeup wipe, especially on the eyes. Whenever I'm taking off makeup around the eyes, I usually go and I take it really slow, and I make sure that I don't have the makeup wipe get in my eye because like the solution on the makeup wipe to like help get that makeup off, it will make your eye burn. On top of that, all the dirty makeup that is on it, that is like collecting on it, when you're trying to get it off. If you're dealing with very harsh makeup, I would like makeup that won't come off.
Mm-hmm.
I would use olive oil. I would just be very careful in certain areas where if you get it in the eyes, if you have a spot on your face that you know will become like inflamed, if you like don't rub obsessively, you'll create irritation on the skin too. And yeah, just just like take it slow. If you have a specific way that you take off makeup, like go for it. Me, I use a makeup wipe. Um, if I have like a ton of makeup on, I'll use like a whole makeup wipe, one or two. If it's just like I just did my eyes, like no foundation, I might use like a little bit of makeup wipe, cut the dirty part off, and kind of throw it away. That way, like I don't waste a whole makeup wipe. But kind of after that too, like if I'm going to bed or anything, my um facial routine usually is just, um Panoxyl. If I need to use like this certain cream I have, I will, and then I'll use like a moisturizer after, and then like I'll kind of go to bed. Like that's kind of all I need usually. I don't really use that unless I have like excessive acne that needs to like be tackled with and dealt with. Like I have like one here and like one up here, but that's basically it. I'm fine as of the day of this recording for you guys.
Yay! Yeah, so I know acne's the worst. Oh gosh. Trying to set up my little bumblebee. Okay. Yeah, trying to think. Okay, so skincare routine after wearing makeup. Definitely makeup wipes. Make sure you're gentle on your skin. Don't like furiously try to wipe at it or anything like that because it can cause irritation, can cause dryness, bumps, and everything like that. So make sure you're kind of wiping very gently. I like to use, not sponsored, but the Neutrogena wipes work wonders, especially after getting out of Grimpira. They need to sponsor me because I use a bunch. I don't really use that much. This last time I didn't use a whole bunch. And I was like, wow, either I'm getting very, very good or there wasn't that much or they're doing the job. I don't know. But conversation for another time. So yes, I use wipes. Then I'll take like a warm, wet washcloth with like no face cleanser or anything. I'll just like gently wash top to bottom with that. Then I'll go back with like a different washcloth and I'll use. Uh-oh, Bella, come back. Okay, so we lost one, but that's okay. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling because we're almost done. So real quick, my routine is makeup wipe, Neutrogena, best thing ever. Wet washcloth, wipe, no cleanser, then go back, use a cleanser. Pond's cream, one of my best friends. I've been using it since middle school. So Pond's cream, hydrate your skin. If you need to, take a day away from makeup, take care of your skin. If there's any irritation, dryness, or anything like that, don't put makeup on it. Just kind of have like a little healing day or something like that. Make sure your face doesn't dry out too much. So that's my little skincare routine. So all right, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, but this has definitely been a fun topic to talk about. I've enjoyed it so much, so hopefully you all did as well. But really quick, let me see. Bella, any last minute thoughts, questions?
My question is like if you guys have a question to ask us about all the things that we just, discussed here on the show, definitely ask them. If because I'm a cosmetologist, if you want to personally come and ask me, my Instagram is belladonnarose.cosplays, like I say at the beginning of this episode. You can definitely message me if it says the request thing. Like, don't worry about it. Just ask your question, and then like I'll open the message and answer you whenever I'm able to. Um, but like, cause like definitely like educating about the world of cosmetology and like anything that I do as a cosplayer in general, like that's my that's one of my enjoyments is to kind of like educate people. Like I had like another person the other day, like I didn't know them, but like they asked me a question about something cosplay related, and I kind of just like answered them and all that stuff, and like I definitely educate on like the things that I'm good at craftsmanship wise. If I'm not good at it, I'll probably refer you to someone if like I know someone. Um, so yeah, I'm definitely like here as the cosmetologist and cosplayer to help you. So yeah.
Awesome sauce. Yes, we'll definitely have links down below where you can find tea sippers and guests and all that. But yeah, definitely, ask any questions, share your makeup routine. What's that like? What are some of your favorite brands? We'd be curious to know, and all that good stuff. So just want to go ahead and wrap it up from here. So just want to say thank you everyone so much for watching. Again, if you're a cosplayer and want to join, be sure to message Cosplay Tea Time on Instagram. We'd be more than happy to have you on the show. Make sure everybody's taking care, staying safe, be kind to others, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next episode. Keep sipping away. Bye, everyone.